These satellite images show lines of vehicles queuing for fuel at petrol stations in the Malian capital, Bamako. The armed group JNIM, which stands for Jamaat Nusrat al-Islam wa al-Muslimin, has been blocking fuel shipments into the city since early September. JNIM, which was established in 2017, has pledged allegiance to Al-Qaeda. Schools and businesses have been forced to close in Bamako because of the fuel shortage. Many humanitarian and commercial flights have been cancelled. The US and France have urged their nationals to leave the country as soon as possible. Bamako is plunged into darkness when the sun goes down.
Mali has been always, rocked by instability, and these jihadists, they have been controlling much of the country, in the north and the center. But most recently, they also arrived in the south and now laying siege to the capital. So that's a complete new situation.
Mali and its neighbours have been battling Al-Qaeda and ISIL-affiliated groups for more than 2 decades, but the situation has now deteriorated further. Mali's military leaders took power in a coup in 2021, promising to restore security. They forced French troops to leave after a 9-year-long security operation by the former colonial power that was largely seen as a failure. Mali's generals instead chose to work in partnership, first with the Russian mercenary group Wagner, and now with the Kremlin's rebranded Africa Corps. But that initiative has also failed to make Mali safe. The country has great potential for development, but remains one of the poorest in the world. Like many of its neighbours, it's rich in natural resources including gold, uranium, iron ore and potentially rare earths. JNIM is estimated to have around 6,000 fighters across the Sahel region. The armed group has managed to win popular support across large areas of Mali and Burkina Faso. Experts say it poses a regional threat to coastal nations like Benin, Togo and Ghana, but some say JNIM may be willing to negotiate a form of power-sharing agreement.
They can't take the capital like the Taliban did with Kabul. They are too few, maybe a few thousand fighters. But what they want to do is now to make people miserable, desperate, so they accept the jihadists, protest against their government, and maybe bring a new regime that might then negotiate with the jihadists. That might be the goal.
JNIM is tightening its grip around Bamako, a city being starved of fuel and grinding to a halt. Implications are huge and worrying for regional governments and their international partners. More than 2 decades of bombings, murder and kidnappings contribute to depriving Mali and the region of investment and a chance out of poverty for the estimated 150 million people of the Sahel. Charles Stratford, Al Jazeera.
Don't miss out. Get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news, expert insight. Like, share, stay ahead.